Hello, Marky here. One poem, get in and get out. Short podcast, shortest podcast on the internet. But I do have some followers. It's similar to Facebook when somebody hits like, you get all, ooh, somebody hit like. That's the way I am about my followers. Ooh, look, today I gained a few. I'm not exactly going viral, but I do have a few followers. Not that many. But that's okay. I don't do this for followers. I don't do it for money. I do it because every day I work on one poem and then I put it into a big list and then it will come out in one of my books. I have one book out on Amazon and you heard all this before. Anyway, why don't I get into my poem? It's called I Write About Poetry to Get My Messages Across. I write about poetry to get my messages across to anyone that is willing to listen. I do it to try to achieve something meaningful to get them through to the future ages. It can be my long-wanted legacy. That is if my poetry can carry its own weight in gold, like that of ancient folklore. It does not suck too much, and I write in vain. Just putting witty rhymes down is not the purpose, and zero to do with gaining recognition or fame. It's for teaching people to think about those special things, the moments that we can never forget. Perhaps it's a bit deep in all of us, to be unlocked all in due time. I write about love and also I write about hate. I wrote about what could have been and what is just the same. I wrote about meditation and the realms beneath our hidden minds. That, my friend, is too heavy and very few can understand at this time. I ask my poems more questions than answers. I try to inject a little mystery in them for you to search. I mention a person's eyes, as we all know, are the windows to the deep soul. But sometimes if you look inside, all you will find is a child in the cold with no idea where to go. I write about mothers and fathers and also brothers and sisters. Yes, we all know they can be a handful. I write about nature like every other poet. That's because it gives us so much inspiration. I have poems about animals. They're so beautiful. I just love them. Why do sickos go and kill them? I write about criminals and famous men and women. Perhaps there are some in your very family. Throughout history, some have left a mark on their names. And finally, love, our greatest achievement. You can put your own spin on things. I personally think few get there. It's just too complicated for some. It's just not in them to give up yourself. Have you ever heard of such a thing? And finally, the word universe. So vast, so incredibly complicated. And us in it is just so damn fascinating. Thank you for letting me share. You have a nice day, okay? And by the way, when I say thank you for letting me share, that goes back to my AA days. And that's a long story. I'll spare you.